Alrighty, let's give this bad boy a go. We are back in action in HD all the way, baby. Oh yeah, let's put on our music. We gotta put that on in the background. Let's turn up our sounds as well a bit. That looks good. We are good there. We'll put repeat and shuffle on. Put that in the tray. There we go. We're good. We are good to go. Now let's do some more Palace of the Dead. We got to get in that action. Let me open my chat again. Pow. Oh yeah, I need to fix this too. What time is it really? 2:05. No. How do I change this? There we go. There we go. Mountain time. Booyah. We're good to go now. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's get back into the Palace of the Dead. We're leveling up our machinist because we did our... Oh, snap. We did our bard up to 61. Might as well get both the ranged up in there. Because why not? You know? Salty Banana. That's a funny name. Bam. I knew it wasn't going to take that long. We're going to stick to the... what you call it? I don't really know the best way to call it. Bam. Kaboom! Want to get these guys down. Boom! We got lots of treasure chests here. Nice. We'll use that one right away. Boom. Kaboom. There we go. What's up? We are back in action in a new state. Don't have my green screen right now, but that'll happen, you know. We'll be getting that up, I'm sure, eventually when we settle into our actual own place. As of right now, I have amazing friends letting me stay at their place until I get enough to start my own place. It's very nice. Super awesome of them, because they're amazing, awesome peeps. It's good to have good friends, you know? I'm still kind of noob to this machinist thing. I don't really understand the some of the stuff. Let me do that. No, let me do this and this. There we go. Now we're talking. Getting some abilities organized. Gonna keep that in the queue there. There we go. The trick attack. Boom. Boom. We can get these done. Let's move that over. I use that more often, it seems. There we go. It is phenomenal. Uh-oh, someone got evocationed. Or enervationed. Lol. I'm just gonna use one of these. Screw it. We're gonna go ham. Good thing that doesn't matter. And enervate me all day long. Still gonna one-shot everything. Lol. We get that done. Wow, that treasure chest turned into a mimic, and then the treasure chest the mimic dropped turned into another mimic. Wowzers. Constant mimic. It's crazy. Mimicception. We'll do this one too. Maybe we shouldn't have. Hit a couple more here. Come on, Tailwind. Tallywin. Guy. Miss Jinxie, thanks for becoming a Patriot. Thanks for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. Welcome to the party. Whoops. 8 seconds. Come on, let's get these 2 kills. 2. We made it. Whew. This is a close one. And then we'll hit this one up. There we go. I'm gonna go the other way while they collect the chests. Use another Pomander of Strength. I remember in my video for explaining Palace of the Dead, I had just learned, right before I recorded it, I had just learned what a pompadour was, and I must have said pompadour like a bajillion times when I was recording that video. Because it was one of the funniest things I'd ever seen. It's like, why would anyone think that was a cool look? Ever. It's amazing and hilarious. Amazingly hilarious. So we got our, oh, the live letter. Oh, snap. We might have to have that on in the corner while we stream a little bit more. Unless it's too cringy, then I can't take it. Made it past 50. You're good. Boom. Okay. Let's check this other room. This is the room, baby. It's the one we want. There we go. We got our new setup. It's a little weird, but I'll get used to it. It'll be fun. Looks like this, we're getting some serious high quality output. I am blue. Dabu dee dabu die. I tried a bunch of different colors, but it's just the ambiance of my room, you know? I tried, I haven't tried one of my lights yet, because I don't have any covers for them right now. So, you know, they'll be shining right in my eye, basically. And, I haven't done something to get a place for the other one, so it's yeah, and since I can't put up my thingamajigger, my green screen, you know, it's not really helpful, you know. So for now, I am blue. It's not too bad. Let me try turning the light on, see what it looks like. Try that. That's a little better. I'm less blue. That's nice. Ha! That's what the doctor said when he wrote the race on my ticket. However, how dare you identify me? You don't know my race. I identify as a digigender. Throw up the Smurf. That's right. I let myself breathe. I breathed. The being able to be back took my breath away. I am Caucasian. I guess. I just call it white. It's like African American. You know, most of them aren't actually African. They're just black. I always found African American like one of the funniest PC terms ever. You're not brother, sir. Boom. Get out of here. We made it. Made it to the last level. Did some good stuff today. I also thought about putting, because I put my light right here. It's like right above me. If I moved out of the way, you can see the couch bed I've been sleeping on every night. It's been fantastic. My friends are just really solid people for letting me stay at their place till I get my own. You know, it's nice to have good friends. You know, a lot of people don't have good friends because they might be garbage people. What the heck is that move? Oh. Kaboom! Dead. Dead. Ah, feels so good. Level up! Ding-a-ling. Still got my delicious cup here. Oh, by the way, if you didn't notice, I have, I'm streaming at a much higher quality. I should be 1080p now. Thanks to the amazing powers of delicious internets. So that's a fun thing. Everything should be running smooth. You know what I mean? Looking good. That's right, I'm not on Walmart connection. Well, it was AT&T, but yeah. Wait a second. Fortune favors the bowl, a level 30 quest. What is this? What is this for? Astrologian. Oh, okay. That's what I thought. I just wasn't sure. So we are 52 with Machinist. Whoop-de-doo. Hit up the match party. I'm having a nice short stream to ease back into it today. Do a few Palace of the Deads. Also a little bit of Gil making, and we're easing back in. We still need Weeping City. Oh, yeah. Do we? What's that? For the Blue Mage? Let's start. I wasn't able to get enough video content to make a video before I moved. My 2 videos before I moved. I was very, very sad, but we recovered, so now we will be able to start recording very soon. I'll be doing some more recording tomorrow, which is nice, and that should finish up all the stuff for at least the first learning how to make Gil video. So that's nice. And then we'll put out some for some sightseeing areas, and then another learning how to make Gil. Gotta do at least these 2, they're like the most important. I was bummed I missed the rotation. I couldn't get stuff set up in time. I missed the rotation for what's it called? The dress-up contest. I need to do one more Noctis thing to get enough of those things to get... What was it? The last thingies. Have I sent out the sub? What sub? Oh no! I need to send out the sub. You got it. I totally forgot about that. Plus I gotta go fertilize the plants again. Kaboom. Ooh, I got a good group this time, baby. My last couple groups have been pretty shoddy. A bunch of noobs, people not knowing what they're doing. Boom. We got a holy spam. Love it. Where's that guy going? Where's he going? I'm gonna let him die. Screw that, I'm sitting here. C for come. Come here, noob. That's what he's saying. We got, so Utah's been so good to me so far. I love it. It's an extremely nice place. It's unbelievable. Yeah, well, Johnny should have been on it. When's the last time Johnny's been on? I know he's been busy recently, too. Because he has a funny work schedule. So he works like, you know, ridiculous hours, like 80 hours a week when he's working, and then he gets like a week and a half off, and then he does 80 hours again for the opposite shift. It's pretty brutal. But he makes a ton of money. There we go. We got one of strength. Oh, snap. Bares its fangs. Get out of here, Death Trap. I really like the Machinist because it's kind of like Bard, but it's a little different, and you get to shoot a gun, and that's kind of fun. Hopefully I get to go shooting this weekend. I'm pretty excited to go. Valdor's all muted in the thing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, I still don't understand this thing. I think it's like when I get it max heat, I do extra damage for like, I don't know, 8 seconds or something like that, or 10 seconds. I just fly everything in there when I can. I'm still trying to understand the, ooh, nice. I'm using that right now. Kabam. Oh, I got pox. Rip. One-shot everything. Where are you going, Deep Eye? Nowhere. I just poked your eye out. Hey, kid, you poke your eye out. Smack. Smack. These people should be picking up the chests, man. I need a pox remover. $20 seconds to get all this in. Rip. Not gonna make it. Not gonna make it. It was right here the whole time. Sneak around the Deep Eye. Nice. Boom. Winning. What up, Valdor? Oh, I can't hear you. Let me try and see if it's me. Now try and talk.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, it was me.
Cool.
A nice Valdor's live on stream, everyone.
What up?
I think you're at a good volume for
Yeah.
the stream. I don't know. I can't. You know, it's. I mean, it's good for me, but you know, it's hard to test the stream output really without going back and listening to it.
What you streaming right now? What you doing?
Doing some Palace of the Dead. We're gonna have a nice short and sweet stream today. You know, getting back into the norm.
Oh yeah.
Feels good, man.
I
Feels
bet you were gone
good.
for like what, like a week?
Yeah. It was a struggle. Week and a half, yeah, it was a week and a half. I was out of commission. It was crazy.
So did you like sleep in your car on the way out? Or...
Oh no, no, hell no. I
That's right, you
stopped.
probably didn't have enough room.
Yeah, I'm at my room. My car was stuffed to the max. I booked a hotel like 2 nights before I left in Amarillo, which was the halfway point. And it's about like 14-hour drive. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was brutal. So what it did is it forced me to get there,
Yeah.
which was nice because I probably would have stopped earlier and just got one if I was gonna get a hotel on the way. So it would have taken me 3 days.
Yeah.
But I powered through, and that helped, So
Nice.
it was good. It was a good idea to do it that way. Long drives are fun, but not all the time.
It can be tough when you're by yourself.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, I had a good, a couple of good books to listen to. So.
Oh yeah, you like listening to like audiobooks and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I do that all the time.
I have a hard time with audiobooks.
How come?
I don't know, it just doesn't sit right. I love reading.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, I like really actually, get when I'm reading. But when I'm listening to it, it doesn't, I feel like I like zone out.
Ah.
And, like miss on like half of it.
I start like thinking so hard when I listen to it. It's like when I listen to people's conversations.
Yeah.
But yeah, I read a lot of it as well. I like if I own the physical book and the audiobook, I like
reading while listening.
Reading and listening to it at the same time. It really gets ingrained hardcore.
Sometimes I also don't like the voices they use.
Oh yeah, so I actually like certain readers significantly better than others. Like I can't even listen to some.
For me, it's just like that's not how I pictured the person talking,
Mm-hmm.
And so when they talk and it doesn't sound, I'm like, that doesn't sound right. I just don't like that.
That's funny. Yeah, some of the audiobook readers are significant. There's definitely a skill gap. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. What are you like reading or listening to or whatever?
I read and listen to a lot of economics and politics stuff.
Okay.
Yep. Mainly economics. I'm like that's my weird nerd side passion, if you will.
Okay.
I just find it fascinating.
Yeah, I could never really get into the whole, like all of economics. When I went to school, I started out as a business major.
Mm-hmm.
But nope, I hated all of it.
I love economics. It's addicting. I'm completely addicted to it. It's it's important on its base level. Like,
oh, for
probably
sure.
Probably the most important thing, actually. Because it it's not just about money. It's like everything.
Yeah, because everything kind of involves it.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then part of economic stuff is really just it's human nature and behavior. How people act and things like incentives and the one of the first things you learn after like supply and demand is opportunity cost, and that's a huge concept that I think everyone should know, and it'll make your life better if you know it.
Yeah.
It helps you make more informed decisions on almost anything you do.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that.
Because it's like, you could spend the $20 and go see a movie and have popcorn, which is good, but that means you're not spending $20 on other things that you would want or could do.
That's how I look at like almost everything I purchase.
Mm-hmm. That's opportunity cost. That's exactly what that is. Because basically, in a weird way, in some cases, you're not really spending the money. You're spending all of the other things you could be doing with the money.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then it takes doesn't it all opportunity cost will take like time into account too?
Oh yeah,
You gotta like,
absolutely.
realize what your time is worth.
Mm-hmm.
And then factor that into.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for certain things, yeah. It's not that's not always necessary, you know, but yeah, I definitely know what you're saying. The one of the best things is like I really helped a lot of people out to understand like entertainment, right? You know, taking all under that's another economic term in the grind of economics that's understood. It's called ceteris paribus. It's the Latin for all other things being equal. You know, that's how they measure almost everything. But like the difference between like why I like gaming so much, and it's like, well, you know, other than the fact that it's entertaining. So just assume that everyone's entertained equally by video games. In my opinion, they are the best entertainment value for your dollar compared to literally everything else.
Okay, like so say compared to like what? Like what?
Any other form of entertainment. Yeah.
Okay.
Like anything you can think of. It's cheaper if you broke it down per hour of entertainment. Now, obviously, certain things would be weighted differently. Like, obviously, I like video games more than I like some movies, right? But, I mean, like, going to see movies is significantly more expensive than, you know, buying a video game. So it's like, especially when people talk about MMOs and you have to pay a monthly fee and all this stuff, and I'm like, well, just think about it this way. You know, you're paying $15 a month after you initially buy the game, right? And even if you broke the game's cost down over months, every extra month you're playing, it's even getting more efficient and costing less, right?
Yeah, because you're using it.
Yeah, and you know, just a movie is the base price because people love going to movies. Lots of people go to movies. Movies are pretty awesome, but you know, just buying a ticket generally is like $10. You know, on average. Yeah.
I mean, I haven't gone and seen a movie like in theaters in, you know, years.
Yeah, I know, it's been a while.
I don't.
I go and see all the good documentaries I like because, you know, I support that kind of stuff. But yeah, I completely agree. It's almost like video games. But and the funny thing is it's for the exact same reasons that video games are so bad, right?
Yeah.
People can't think of anything new or test anything new because it's just all about the. It's all about the sure thing. It's like they keep comparing it to the sure thing, and it's like, well, you know, you can remake something that already has popularity, or you can create a new thing that can gain as much popularity.
Well, you know, even if they take a lot of books and stuff and they turn them into movies, but the thing is they got to condense them so much. They usually come out really shitty.
Well, they can still be like they can still be great movies, especially if you know, if you don't compare it to the book while you're watching the movie. You know, like I take Lord of the Rings as probably the best example, right? You know,
I love Lord of the Rings.
Probably like one of the best like series, like original like books. You know, just stories in general. Just the whole stories of like Middle Earth and stuff is just, it's absolutely out of control.
Tolkien was an amazing just writer, and you know, he also came up with all the lore and all the history.
Well, he was doing it to like make his own languages. Like that was his passion, right? This is like being a linguist.
When I was in college, I actually took a class called Tolkien's like Cauldron of Story.
Oh, I bet that was fun.
My professor could speak Elvish.
That's cool. Well, I mean, a lot of the people who did all those roles had to learn it, you know.
I know, and it's like, you know, it's not just made up. Like,
yeah,
it doesn't just, like,
it actually is a language.
Yeah,
it's crazy. So is the Orcish, and it's in the book. It's in the books.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, then that's kind of like, I feel like George R.R. Martin kind of, you know, went off of that too, because isn't like Dothraki, isn't that an actual language too?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know if they made it a full thing. I know they did for the show for sure, but
yeah.
You know, in a book, it's a little different. You know, a little more difficult, obviously.
But it was like because like Tolkien also wrote, he wrote like the Silmarillion and all that stuff, which takes place, all in the same universe, just different time periods. And,
Well, that was
explains all the
a
gods.
history book of Middle Earth, kind of.
Exactly.
It was like
yeah.
if someone in like the Lord of the Rings era of Middle Earth was reading about the history of Middle Earth.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I mean, I hated the new move, like the what was it, the Fellowship of the Ring? Is that what the new movies were called?
Well, yeah, the first one was Fellowship. The second one was, it's just like the books, the Two Towers and
Yeah,
Return
the
of the
Hobbit.
King.
That's right. It's the Hobbit
Oh,
series.
you're talking about the Hobbit series, yeah.
The movies. Yeah, the movies were bad, in my opinion.
I agree. They were just not as good.
They went too much CGI, too much emphasis on just battle scenes, not enough real plot.
Yep. You're exactly right. I completely concur with that.
Because I loved, the original Lord of the Rings films were amazing.
Yeah, they were great. They're
Especially
super
loved
good.
all like the live action. There wasn't much CGI, especially because CGI wasn't that good yet.
It was
So
like
it
in
would've looked
sections,
awful.
yeah. Well, that's like if you think about, like some of the old, like super old movies that had like really good effects. Like think about E.T., something as simple as that. It's
Yeah.
like they had the animatronic E.T. and it made that like 1,000 times better and made it look so real,
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I love freaking anime, right? Like, I'm a weird like that. I love anime, and I love cartoon things, and part of my reason is because I think it's amazing what people can do with cartoons, especially since the cartoons themselves, when you make a cartoon show or movie, everything is from scratch, like 100% of everything, because it's all drawn. You start with a blank thing, so everything has a purpose, and I think that's amazing.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, did you ever see Netflix's thing, Love, Death, and Robots?
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. No, that's a newer one. That's on my list.
I would highly recommend it.
That is, well, your recommendation is taken. It's definitely on my list. It's,
I mean, have you heard anything about what kind of it is?
No. I try not to spoil myself.
Okay, so then I won't say anything.
Oh no, you can give me a brief synopsis. Yeah, like
Well, I was just
little,
gonna say, so
like what
they're
they
all
would.
short. It's all short clips. So they don't connect. Each episode doesn't connect to one another. They're all animated differently. So different styles of animation. There's anime, and it kind of goes all over the place. They're anywhere from like 8 minutes to like 20 minutes long.
Gotcha. Well, that's interesting.
They're almost like pilot episodes or like a quick video game cutscene.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's really cool. I had no idea, and I mean, I had a little I was told that pretty much before I watched it, and I was blown away by how good it was.
Yeah. That's cool.
All right, I think I'm finishing A Realm Reborn right now.
Nice.
Everyone's clapping, so.
Oh, that's a good sign. The clapping seals.
Exactly.
Let's see, we got about half a level. Alright, let's go check on our plants. Gotta design the inside of this house. I only did like 2 little parts of just what we had, some of the stuff that we had in the other house.
Yeah, did you recently move the house or something?
I did. I've been ever since we had the FC. I scan every day for a large plot somewhere. Because large plots there's 6 large plots per ward.
Okay.
So there's, super few. There's like barely any. And they're expensive, but they're large plots, man. Large plots are awesome.
And it's in like a new. I don't know exactly how all housing works. Is it
Gotcha.
like a new area or
Yeah, so
something?
there's 4 areas. Basically one for each of the major cities. I think they're going to add a new area when the expansion comes out. But, so you got the Gridania one, which is the one we're in. It's the Lavender Beds is what it's called. And then there's the, where we were was the Goblet, which is the Ulda. And then there's the Mists, which is Limsa. And then there's Shirogane, which is Shirogane. Or Kugane. And there's basically, I think it's 18 wards per housing area. And then the housing areas, the housing maps have 30 houses in each map. And there's a regular and a subdivision. And the subdivision is just, when you look at a map of the regular and the subdivision, it's just turned 90 degrees clockwise.
Okay.
That's the difference. Everything else, all the plots are exactly the same. It looks exactly the same. It's just when you bring up the map, it's in a different area. So it has different, like, aether points, you know. They're all called subdivisions. Yep, it's pretty rad. So we were lucky enough to, I was lucky enough to literally, like, the last day before I moved, I got on, before I packed up my computer, like, literally before I packed up my computer. Like, I had everything extra unplugged already and boxed away. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna hop on, do my little retainers, send them out, and look for a house real fast. Boom. Found a large plot. Boom, bought it right away. I was so happy. I couldn't believe it.
Well, it's awesome that it worked out like that.
I know. It's unbelievable. Couldn't have been luckier. Well, I could have had it in a place I wanted it to be, but...
Oh shit, dude. Is Nanamo dying right now?
Who?
The Sultanate of Ulda.
Oh.
She just like drank from some chalice and then dropped it.
I forgot her actual name.
Yeah, it's like Nanamo or something like that.
Mm-hmm. The good old Lalafels. I'm rich. I haven't, since like 2 weeks ago, I've been selling stuff and I haven't taken my gil off of any of my retainers. I'm gonna wait until Shadowbringers.
Okay.
See how much I get. One of my retainers has 9.8 million on it right now. Pretty exciting.
That's nothing, man.
I'll get there. The housing plot that I bought for the damn FC house, man, cost me a cool 40 mil. Whew! It hurt when I bought it, but it felt good at the same time. It's like that old rock song. Hurt so good. Come on, baby, make it hurt so good. Sometimes buying large plots don't feel like it should. Oh, man. Uh-oh. Are these priced too high? They are indeed. Classic high mithrite. Let's check these duriums. Whoa. Down to one more goldsmith for beginners. What did I need for those? I think it was like Fieldcraft 3s. Yeah, Fieldcraft 2s, that's right. I can make an unlimited supply of those now. Oh, and the Zephyr Tall Water. Brutal. I'm almost there with that. I gotta get all my guys in my squadron to level 60, then I can buy those with seals. It'll feel good. Let's check some minions. Check some minion prices. We got demands. Fat cats. So gone back up a little bit. Ooh, someone messed up, forgot a 0. Someone got lucky and bought one for 96,000 instead of 960,000. Lucky them. What the F? Why do those sell for so much? I mean, they're adorable, but Jesus Christ. FMA. I didn't realize we're in the same group as, or the same area as FMA. Those guys. Time to send out the subs. Or the sub in the airship. My friends are so cool, man. So they bought a new TV like a while back. Mm-hmm. And so they had this old like 49-inch TV. Like 4K, you know. Just sitting around. As a housewarming and moving gift, they gave it to me. How nice of them.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. They're good peeps, that's for sure.
Those are the kind of friends you need, you know?
Mm-hmm. I've definitely been lucky and blessed. I mean, some of it's my fault too, because, you know, I get to choose them, my friends.
Just chose wisely, that's all.
That's right, that's right. Alrighty. Rank 14. Woo! Ready the airship for an exploratory mission. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do voyage. Okay, I think we can do all of them now. Nope. Do bam. Nope. Bam. Nope. Gotta do it that way, I guess. Not quite there on the voyage distance. Just a few more, I think, right? What? Okay. Wait a second, what? There we go. Oh, I need to repair the ship. This is why Johnny didn't do it. He didn't know how to freaking repair the ship. What a doofus. Let's send it out the big tree. Don't have to repair that yet. Bam. Ooh, let's try that. Nope. There we go. And we're gonna get another new airship soon. That's exciting.
Like another airship to travel on?
Oh, no, like, from the... To send out from the FC.
Oh, okay.
We got enough
I know
components.
nothing about that.
Yeah, me neither. I'm still learning about it. Basically, you have to, like... You have to kind of level up the airship stuff. So some of the stuff it brings back, you use as currency to buy plans to build, like, higher upgraded ships.
Okay.
And we got a couple more upgrades to do. And then you can, like, interchange, like... It's like having a house on the outside where you can, like, put up the walls. So it has, like, its hull and its sails and its motor and stuff like that. And you can upgrade it, and it, you know, makes it be able to go farther and things like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool system. It's the first time I've ever been, like, a GM and sent it out. Like, I've been super involved in this game before, but never, like, from the FC housing level. You know, I had my own personal house, but never an FC house like that. Let's see here. What do I want to do? Let's check the prices for some of these things. Oops. Bunch of yarn. Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, that's right. It's the new Splendors just curled around. Let's check. Ooh, we might get super lucky here. We might just do a bunch of that. Zelkova fishing rods. I'm pretty sure that's pretty easy to do. I take that back. Let's check. Step. 9,000 a piece. Holy moly. Holy moly. What is Crazy Kitty buying these for? I should message her and be like, you want to buy more of these HQ's step surges? You know, surprisingly, I make a shit-ton of money doing that.
I'm doing what?
Like, sometimes when I'm looking on the market board, for, you know, certain materials that I sell, like, semi-regularly, when you look at the history, it gives you buyers, right? And it tells you who they were, when they bought it, and at what time. And if someone has bought a lot and there's, like, no more up, I like, you know, trying to message them, yeah, and ask them if, you know, for when I ask them if they're looking for any more of that specific thing, and if they say no, I'm like, well, are you looking for anything other specific? You know, I'd give you a better deal, cheaper than the auction house. And it works out pretty well a lot of the time. It's surprising.
I mean, I believe it. It's not too far-fetched.
Yeah, those I got. Ooh, wow, I can make a lot of twin thread right now. I might just do some of that action. So... let's take those out. What do I need for that too? Chimera. Fleece and natron. I'm forgetting something else. Shoot. Oh yeah, the worsted yarn. Duh. Okay. I don't know where all my natron is. I can't remember which retainer I put it on. Rip. Oh. There it is. And nice. There are also some materials that are like super easy to make if you're like just a max level crafter. You don't even need like anything, even if you're like 60. That are like old level 50 stuff that are just, they're a pain to get, and they're really weird items to find because sometimes you just need to buy a couple seals, sometimes they're just from a vendor, sometimes they're from a specific drop, but it's like really awkward to get, and you know, super rich people who make end-game items that require these things just buy the materials, you know, instead of farming them. So I have a lot of the, I sell a lot in the like awkward items market, and you know, it works out pretty good. You got any of your crafters up yet?
I got my leather worker up to like 20, but
That's good. You can
I've been
basically
mainly
get
focusing
all,
on.
yeah, finishing the story. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's primo. That's for sure. I don't blame you. I just figured, you know, sometimes people just like to dick around with a little side thing, you know. That's the only reason I asked.
Yeah, just knowing how much there is ahead of me. I've been just sticking to, MSQ mostly.
That's super good, though. That's super good.
Because I figured, I'll play catch up for now, and then once I finally catch up, I'll eventually focus on all the other stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's nice. That is very nice. I wonder if these HQs sell at all. Nope. Not at all. But yeah, I can help you with most of the crafting stuff. I'm actually using my gill making guides to make gill on my side dude.
Okay.
That I'm finishing up some early guides for, and then pushing those off to like what do you call it? Like I'm gonna use him to make like starter crafting guides, because
Okay.
it's a really hard system to understand. You know, it's easier once you like just go through the motions and follow some like straight guide, but it's easier to do it and do it faster and well if you know how it works, instead of just, it's kind of like the same thing in making gil, right? I could just make videos all day and be like, yep, this sells great, go here, farm this, it sells amazing, you know, but that'll only help a couple people at a time, and it'll only be temporary and stuff like that, you know, because, you know, in a month from now, who knows, that thing might not sell anymore, you
Yeah.
know. But there are certain strategies that need to be taught, you know, from basic to more complex, so people can actually understand and be able to look for certain ways to make gil, because there are different ways to make gil. Um, you know, it's just a matter of going through the motions, I guess, is the best way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Should I do that? No, I don't think it'll be worth it. Let me check this.
This is such an epic ending cutscene.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I've been so quiet, trying to read all of it.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Just all of a sudden, Ilberd is like, you know, becoming a traitor almost.
Spirit bond. Oh. Wonder what. Nah. Selkova. Check these. 60,000, 80,000, 80,000, 80,000. The heck? Oops, I'm a doofus. Alright. BRB, 1 second. I have to go by real fast. I know I read it. It's pretty amazing. Crazy. That is pretty dang cool. There we go, we are back.
Welcome back.
Oh, I made it just dime. Oh, whew, that was close, down to the last second. My Q popped earlier than I thought. It was nice and close. Ooh, Wanderer's Palace. One of my favorites. Man, I gotta get used to these machinist moves. Bing. The El Clasico. He looks like he's shooting a water gun, this other machinist. It's funny. Holy moly. Boom. Headshot. Kadoosh. Need on the Emery. Always needing on the Emery. Boom. Boom. There we go. I don't know if we have to kill these totem things, but maybe we do. Ripperonis. A dead. Green? Nope. Isn't the green. Ripperinos. The balance. Rip. Ripperonis. There we go. Hmm. Open the doors of the cell. Come on, tonberries. We're pollened.
That's Hollywood for you. Hey, are you scared at all that if the show takes off, everything's going to change?
No, I'm not scared of the future. The future is bright. Just
I still don't know if this is faster way of leveling or not. I mean, I'm getting good XP. That's for sure. I still think doing the Palace of the Dead is still faster at this point. I mean, maybe when I get to like level 60.
The water's only 2 inches deep.
Well, that's Hollywood for you.
Whoa. You're good.
Hey, are you scared at all? That if the show takes off, everything's going to change.
No, I'm not scared, BJ. The future is bright. Just look.
Oop. Whew. Oh, well, that was nice. All right. That was a good one. Let's see. Okay, let's make some of this yarn now. Or step surge. I think we're gonna make a set of this as well. Twin thread, got a bunch of that. Whoa. Oops, shoot. Wrong person. We gotta get the twin thread out. And they are. Okay. Let's do that. We can just do this. Ka-ching. Never bother, Voodoo. It's impossible. At least not to me. I'm sure you can be a bother to other people. Some people can. I'm pretty hard to bother, to be honest. I mean, you've really got to be in my grill, like super hardcore. Like, I'm trying to think of like situations where I would be like really bothered, where I've been really bothered by someone. Okay, there was this one time where a teacher of mine was basically lying about my grades, or my grading, I guess you can say, to the school administration, trying to fail me. That was a bother. That was very bothersome. But yeah, I can't think of many other times. I usually remove myself from things that bother me, to be honest. I'm kind of a coward in that way a little bit. You know, I don't like to be involved in bothersome things. Because why would I? That's kind of how I look at it. It's like, why do I want to be bothered? You know, if I don't like it, I'll just leave. It's really easy to leave. Whoops. Let's see. We use the step surge that I do have. Gazelle leather, I got a bunch of it. There we go. Let's see here. Need a little bit more of this action. Hit that up. Boom. Whoops. Ooh. Rapid synthesis. Ciao. Okay, we got the suspenders. We don't want the work gloves. It gives gathering. We need... Here we go. We need another step surge and another twin silk. Let's make a few more of these. We're gonna have to buy some cheapo materia to add to this. There we go. Let's make a couple more. Yo. Good old shadow. This should be enough. I think the leather is what I need else. Guess I do need a couple pieces of the step. Make a couple. The worst yarn farms. Okay, so we got... Need the belt. Twin silk apron. Oh. I need to get those, though. First things first. Palladium nougats. Ciao. Gotta send these retainers out again, too. Level up. Level 53. Getting up there.
Finish the Realm Reborn.
Nice. Grats, man. Grats.
Might be time for a beer. Celebrate.
There you go. Celebrate. Oh, man.
I still got a ways to go till it'll... Is it Idleshire?
Yeah. Ildishire.
Because that's where you get like the level 60 poetics gear, right?
Yep. The Shere. Yeah, you should probably be able to just travel there now. Because once you get into Heavensward, you can go into all the Heavensward areas, I'm pretty sure. So you do the beginning Foundation stuff to get to Foundation. And then once you do the beginning quest there, it should take you to the Falcon's Rest or whatever it is. And then from there, you can just run. Or when you get to the Falcon's Rest area, let me know and I'll just fly you there. Since it's a long run. That's
I'll let you know. I'm in a cutscene right now, but I should be in Ishgard any second.
Sweet. We'll see if you can go enter in all the areas. I'll take you to the pillars. That'll help a little bit. The whatchamacallit. Aetherites.
My monk is at 59, and I think my samurai's at 57. So.
Yeah, you're gonna crush all the quests and stuff. That's gonna be nice.
I know. I've been waiting for it.
You're gonna burn through all the beginning of the Heavensward quests, and
I've been dying to do job quests.
Yeah, that's gonna make things super nice. Could do that. That. What? I was too short. Ripperinos. Okay, that's the belt. Now we need... Did I make the pants too? Nope, didn't make the pants yet. Oops. Boom. Whoa. That was insane. Okay, so we got a belt. We got pants. I'm missing something. Oh, I need gloves and boots. That's gonna be a leatherworking. I guarantee it. Fur-lined. Yep, gazelle-skin shoes. Oh, I need rubber. Rubber. That's a vendor item. On my guy. Withdraw items. Rubber. Let's see. Where was I at? Okay. I'll be back in a second. I'm just gonna check this other Discord real quick.
Yep.
Crafting, there it is. Nice, we got enough. Oops. Can have all that and a bag of chips. Better use that, just in case. There we go, that should be all the left side stuff. Now we'll do all the right side. It's all Zelkova. Varnish. It's in my saddlebags, nice. Where's all my Zelkova? There it is. Whoops, shoot. Did not mean to do that. Am I gonna make it? Oh yeah, I have enough. That's right, FF14 meets WoW. Okay, I know I have a macro for these. There it is. Oh, shoot. Don't fail me now, blessing. Yes. Okay, now I want to do this. Shoot. This. Oh my god, it's barely gonna make it. Silk over bracelet. Oh, we need persimmon lumber. That's the other thing we were doing. Let's see. There we go. Um, there we go. Gonna host some of the live letter too while we're doing it. There we go. Nice. It's understandable that that happens. I don't know, I kind of like that change. Nice. So we get to do almost 1 billion damage. Or 10 million. That'll be fun. Mmm. It's like, whoops, 6.0 confirmed. Already in the works. Party bonus. Nice. That'll be good. And the limit gauge will go faster too. Nice. Won't make a difference. Oops. Macro. Okay. Now we got ring, ring, earring, neck, bracelet. Here we go. Okay, let's sell some stuff here. Oh. Oh. Nice. An added barrier. Thank God. An added barrier. It's about freaking time. Excellent. That's really good. That's going to help out with a lot of little garbage stuff that generally gets us. There we go. That guy's voice is nice and low. I like it. There we go. What's up, Duns? How's it going? We're just, you know, doing a little crafting, watching the live letter, doing a little, seeing what's going on with it. So far, it's been pretty good. Most of the changes I'm, you know, a little excited for. So it's good. So far. Let's see. Oh, there's one for nice and cheap. Oh, here we go. Some cheapo materia. This is what we're looking for. We need to put a piece of materia on all of our gear here. There we go. That should be enough. So we're going to try and make some extra money while we're mass creating some. Just started playing this a few days ago. Nice. Let's see. Let's turn this off because they're... Oh, here's a video. Let's watch this. So you got any new questions about this game? Uh-oh. Lol, the sound is not working for it. Ripperinos. That's okay. When that comes back up, you know, we'll bring it back up. But, well, welcome to Final Fantasy. Are you a WoWFuG, or are you just new to MMOs in general, or are you coming from another MMO? What, You haven't played too many MMOs. Excellent. Oh yeah, well, you know, questing is... obviously, it's the main point of most MMOs. The story of this game, MMO specifically, is probably the most story-driven. basically everything is gated by the story quests. So, you know, you want to focus on the main story quests. You don't have to do too many of the side quests right away. As a tip, I would do only the quests that have like a blue symbol above their head with a plus, and the ones that are the main story quest symbol, which is kind of like the Final Fantasy orb, 14 orb, that's like, looks like it's on fire. Those are the quests I would stick to when you're leveling through the first time. The game definitely teaches you how to play it. The EverQuest is pretty fun. Crafting is important in the it's kind of an end game thing, to be honest. You can use it to make gil as you level up too, but the quests give you enough gil to get and generally buy the things you really need for quests and other stuff. You know, in like gear spots, you know, because really you want to kind of make sure you have a decent weapon. You know, you can buy all vendor stuff. Generally, the quests, the main story quests and the main side quests will give you gear generally as well. And then the dungeons, as you do them, will give you gear. Crafting is really only important once you get towards the end game stuff. You know, making things like foods and potions and like super high quality tier gear, housing stuff. It can make you a lot of gil. I mean, that's how I make a majority of my gil, is through the you know, through crafting. For everything in my FC and stuff, you know, like I mean, you can make gil leveling up your crafting too, if you do it right to an extent, but generally it's, you know, it's better. Whoa, no, don't want to do that. But yeah, I would say to stay kind of focused on the main story quests and those kind of things, because the game, while you're leveling, especially through the first ARR, there's like an additional 100 story quests that you have to do basically after you get to level 50 before you get to the Heavensward, because it was like almost like a whole nother expansion. But the story's really good. If you find an FC, you can get really happy. What class are you leveling first? I know if you're a tank or a healer, it's going to be really easy to find groups for things, because, you know, everyone wants tanks and healers. I mean, tanks and healers are like insta-queue. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let's see, we got our Potent Spirit Bond potion. Let's go ahead and use it, and let's begin some of our crafting here. But yeah, Conjure, oh, perfect. So, you know, you'll have no problem doing a lot of the quests. You know, the story quests run you through basically all the main dungeons, and there's a lot of them. And usually that's a tough gate for newer players who start as DPS classes, because it takes a while. So to get a queue in for a dungeon for DPS, usually, you know, about anywhere between 10 and 15 minutes-ish. Sometimes it can be less, but for healers and tanks, it's basically instant. You know, so there's a lot of advantages to, you know, being a healer. as you're leveling your first character. And it'll be fun. Once you get past like the level 20 story quests, you'll acquire a chocobo. Like it'll tell you to get a chocobo license, you'll have to go buy it. But then you'll get a chocobo and you get him as a companion. And what you'll want to do is you'll want to buy these things called Gessel greens. And you get them from vendors. You can get them from a free company vendor and a couple of other vendors. If you just Google the Gessel greens, where to buy them in Final Fantasy XIV, like Gessel greens, Final Fantasy XIV, and they'll tell you a vendor from one of the major cities. They're really cheap to buy, you know, and you use them to summon your chocobo, because he can actually level with you. They can get to a maximum of 12, but at first it's 10. And yeah, that's really cool. And then, you know, as you level up more, you know, there's just there's so much to this game. It's awesome. I love how there's so much to this game, because it just makes that kind of stuff, you know, way better. It's better than being, you know, just bored. What's some of your favorite parts so far? You know, what brought you to Final Fantasy, being kind of not a really big MMO player? That's something I'm very interested in knowing. Hmm. You just YouTube popular MMOs 2019, and this one caught your eye. Oh, that's nice. It's funny that you come around to this time, you know, because basically, you know, I'm a former WoW Fuji. You know, I'll probably play a little classic when it comes out too, but I'm pretty serious about you know, the Final Fantasy scene. You know, I make YouTube videos for it now. And I just finished moving. This is my first day back upstream, and I'm, you know, real excited about that. But yeah, the Final Fantasy is growing big for some reason. You know, WoW did a really poor job in this most recent expansion they had, and they progressively done worse and worse a little bit over the expansions, and you know, they've kind of almost destroyed their player base. And I think Final Fantasy is the next in raw numbers by a lot, number 2. And I think you know, it's edging ever closer to Warcraft, and I think that's really awesome. I've always liked the Final Fantasy MMO. It just, you know, WoW had always just barely edged out. So as soon as they, you know, started dropping, I basically left it up to the fates. So I made a bunch of YouTube videos, you know, for them, and you know, just whichever one did better, I would just play that game and go all in. And sure enough, my Final Fantasy videos have done better. So you know, we're all in basically. Let's see how these are doing. We're making some spirit bond armor as we're crafting some gears. You know, we're trying to make a little extra dough as we're, since we're just mass making a lot of this anyways. Figured I'd make a little extra dough doing it, you know? Always make a little extra gil. I love gil making. That's my favorite part of MMOs in general, is just the economics of it all. And, you know, having the interesting part to, you know, actually get to all those kind of points on, you know, making it. What do I need? Effervescent water. Effervescent water. Oof. Jesus. Charging me an arm and a leg here. But I'll pay the piper. Pay the piper. What is this naked person doing here? Some underboob action. Lots of people play the... Let me guess, you made a female Makote. Just a wild guess. As you can see right here, that is a popular choice. There's two. The only other two characters in my immediate vicinity. I believe female Makote is the most popular class as well, so there's that. There we go. This is actually going really well. Man, that spear bond game is 2 hours long. Oh yeah, this stack should do it almost. Male Elzen, whoa, that's like the third to least popular. How'd that happen? Let's see. I think the least popular right now is female Rogadine. And then I think female Elzen, or male Elzen, actually might be the second. Or it could be male Rogadine is the next one. But that's funny. Hey, at least you're not part of the cat crew, you know? There's already too many female Makotes. That's what I think, though. Look at that. Beaut. It's a beaut. Boom. Might have to repair once before we get up there. There we go. Now I can edit it. Yeah. Well, hey, at least you're a conjurer. That goes for something, I would say. This is my big house I bought for the FC. Cost me a smooth 40 mil. Whew! It's expensive, it was. It was an expensive move. That's for sure. Wonder if there's any housing plots here for sale. I do still need to upgrade my personal one to a medium. That'll cost me another 12 mil. Be brutal. Dig into my savings. My goal for the next expansion, other than running a good FC on Diablos. If you're on Diablos, you're also very welcome. Is to make 1 billion gil. That's my goal. If I reach that, I might actually sell it. Crown Siren. Hey, it happens. Not everyone can be on the same server. Where's Siren? Let's see. FFXIV servers. Is that an EU one? Let's see. Galleon, no. Mana, no. Aether. Oh, you're on the Aether. Ripperinos. Well, even though you started recently, you might want to check your, because I know they just split up all the servers, and everyone kind of got free moves, but I don't know if you had to have an account before then or not. Well, if you don't know anyone on your server, and plus you're, you know, only level 20, more than welcome to start afresh. We got a growing FC. I got 52 members. 50 really, because it's me and my buddy. If you minus that, 50 other people. We got some very good FC mates. We got about, I would say about 25 of them are really active. And super fun. But I do have some beginner videos in my playlist. You're more than welcome to check out down below in the Final Fantasy XIV playlist. And I hope some of them will help you out, especially the new player one. I hope will help you. I have like a 2-part new player. Kind of gives you just kind of general basics. And then, you know, I'm slowly building a kind of a repertoire of, you know, parts of the game. Like I had done one on market boards and retainers and gardening, and you know, hopefully soon I'll eventually have all like the sections of the game and what they are and how to do them and stuff like that. So you know, you can get more involved inside things like that. It'll be really good. I'm gonna make some crafting videos on how to level those, how to make gil. And I mean, I'm starting from, I just set up my dude, and I think he has like 3,000 gil or 4,000 gil. It's like an early starting amount that someone would get after, you know, doing quests to like level 30. And then I'm gonna be earning gil on him, and then also I'm going to do like crafting, leveling up crafting and stuff, but definitely join an FC. Oh, well, thanks a bunch, man. I really do appreciate it. And if you have any other questions, you know, leave a comment in any of the videos. You know, I read all my comments. I can make a video on the topic, or at least I'll be able to point you in the right direction, or I might be able to answer it in line with the comment. You know, I want to help people learn the game more to play it so they can enjoy it more, because obviously the more you understand something, the easier it is as far as like, you know, playing the game. So you have more fun playing instead of having to like, you know, just be like so overwhelmed, because it's an overwhelming game. But yeah, today was my first day back. It was a nice short sweet stream. You know, basically for now, until, because my schedule will change soon, but for now I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Fridays from about 3 p.m. Central Time or 2 p.m. Mountain Time. Maybe I might start a little earlier for a little while. But in the coming weeks, I'm starting a new job, so my schedule will change, and after the first week of testing when the best time to stream is, I'll have a new stream schedule out, but I'll be focusing on the videos. The YouTube videos are my main goal. The streaming's just kind of side fun, you know. So definitely don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe down below. And you can hit the notification button. That'll tell you when I have new videos up. But until then, Patriots, thanks so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. You guys have a good one. Peace.